Hey guys, it is Coach Brittany here, and I am here to wrap up our series, our very long series. It was actually only 2 videos. So this is our second video out of 2 talking about smartwatches and wearables. And today I'm going to go over exactly what I like to use my wearable and check out the data for versus like what is just like trash. And you can just toss over to the side. Let's start it off with number 1, sleep data. I don't know if you guys know this, but there has been research out there that shows that if you are trying to improve anything, start tracking it or journaling about it, and you will automatically start to improve that thing just because it brings awareness to it. So if you're someone that's been having trouble with getting enough sleep or just improving your sleep overall, you have poor sleep quality, start tracking it, start looking at the data. The first thing that I like to look at when it comes to sleep is just my total amount of sleep. For me, I personally know that I like 9 hours of sleep. That's my sweet spot. Doesn't mean that I always get it, but I aim to get at least 7. 9 would be, for most people, that is what I would say, is get at least 7 hours of sleep. Some watches actually even tell you exactly like when your sweet spot is to go to sleep and when to wake up, which I think is pretty cool. And I will say that there is an ideal time for you to be going to bed because your body produces certain hormones at certain times or after a certain amount of sleep or once you get into deep sleep. So you want to give yourself time to do that, okay? If you're going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're missing some valuable time, and therefore hormone production isn't going to be the best, like HGH. Now, once again, I don't want to get into a huge tangent about sleep because this is a whole nother deep dive, but let's circle back and go back to total amount of sleep. I would suggest around 7 hours of sleep and to just go to bed at a decent time, guys. Once you can start doing that, that's goal number 1. Then the second thing that you can start looking at when it comes to your sleep data is your REM sleep versus deep sleep. We want both of them. Both of them do different things for our body, so we need both of them. Once again, not going into a deep dive about REM sleep versus light sleep versus deep sleep, but just know that you want both because they both do different things. For example, REM sleep is for the brain and deep sleep is for the body. So we don't want to ignore one or the other on this, but it's something that you guys can start keeping track of. And then later on, if you're getting one more than the other, then there's certain things that you can do to help improve that. The last thing that I would look at is any trends in disruptors. So if I notice that I'm waking up a lot in the middle of the night, or it's very hard for me to get to sleep, meaning it takes me maybe like 30 minutes or an hour, or I'm going to sleep too fast, it should take you a couple minutes to go to sleep, then I'm going to take a look at what else is going on in my life that's disrupting my sleep quality. Let's go into number 2, steps. Once again, we'll start off with something that maybe not a lot of people know, but you burn more calories in the day by doing your everyday activities and just being you than what you do in your workouts. Yet, most people are obsessed with the idea of tracking their calories in their workout. Really, you're looking in the wrong places. So steps is one thing that I like to advise to people on taking a look at, making sure that you're having enough steps in the day. Because really, back in the day, we were taking a whole lot more steps than what we're doing now because that was our main way of traveling. And then we got cars, and then we got sit-down desk jobs, and now we're just sitting all day. So the number one thing that I would say with the steps is it's just there to kind of give you a goal to move throughout your day and not just be a crab sitting on your butt all day. I don't know if crabs really sit on their butt all day. Maybe like something like a sloth just hanging out all day. I don't know. So like I was saying, I really use this as an accountability piece. A good goal is to get about 8,000 steps in a day. Now, most watches or wearables let you actually pick a target number to aim for this. So if you are starting off at very low, like 2,000, make it a goal to hit 3,000 consistently. Once you can do that, bump it up to 4, bump it up to 5. I think if you're going 10 on average, like it might be aggressive. I don't know. It depends what kind of job you have. If you have a sit down desk job and you are staying up really late to hit 10,000 steps, like you're missing the point, okay? You should be getting those steps in throughout the day. It's also going to help your body not be stuck in the same position. Therefore, you're going to be more mobile and you're going to get more blood flow throughout the body, helping your body to recover. The last thing that I would use it for is for my workouts. And it's not in the way that you think. Once again, you can circle back to the whole topic about tracking your heart rate while working out. I don't personally like to use my wearable to track like my workout heart rate or to track calories burned, mostly because it's pretty inaccurate, especially the calories portion of this. But what I like to use it for is, once again, accountability. Accountability on how many days I'm going to work out in the week and just check it off the list and see that I hit that mark. And 2, if I wanted to take a look at something like my sleep or my stress, my resting heart rate, my HRV, I can go back and look and see, what did I do for working out? Did I even work out? Maybe my heart rate is different because I haven't worked out for 2 whole weeks. Or maybe it's because I worked out really freaking hard. Especially the steps in the workout, they're for accountability reasons. Now, what I think smartwatches and wearables are garbage for, mostly anything that has to deal with calories. We are not just machines. We are not formulas. Therefore, it's very hard for something like a watch or a ring or a strap on your arm to tell you how many calories you are burning throughout a day. It doesn't take into consideration necessarily like if you're male, female, cycles, pregnant, not pregnant, age, all these different things. What you've done in the past, what is going on in your life stress-wise. Like there's just so many different factors that make your body burn calories more efficiently or slower. So I would just really skip over that part just in general and focus on the things that you can control. So this gives you an idea of things that you can control. You can control how many hours you sleep. Maybe not if you have a newborn baby actually, but generally most people can control how many hours they do sleep. What you can't control necessarily 100% is your quality. You can to a certain degree by making sure that you're not drinking a ton of alcohol before you go to sleep, which I already hear you. Some people are already fighting me on this, and I can hear you through the screen. I know people are saying like, but wine knocks me out and it makes me really sleepy. Okay, cool. It knocks you out, but it doesn't mean that the quality of your sleep is good sleep. Other things that you can control is how many steps you take in a day, whether you work out or not. So keep your eye focused on what you can control and don't worry about the things that you can't. And you will see that your health numbers are going to flourish. Which takes me into our last thing I like to use my wearable for is watching my resting heart rate and my HRV improve by focusing on the things that I can control. All right, that is a wrap on this series. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. But I hope that this was enlightening to you. And I hope that now you kind of know what to look at when you are checking out your data.